Alright, let's see what's going on with the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks, because we have a little bit more information that's come out over the last couple of days, but then also some information that's making things weird. So here's the list of every regional form, Pokemon getting evolution, whether regional or regular, ancient species or convergent species, leaked so far. So these Pokemon are going to have something going on with them. Still, like, a lot of discussion and fighting over what each little thing means. So, regional forms, Wooper, Tauros, new evolutions, Wooper, Murkrow, Dunsparce, Girafarig. So it seems like Wooper is going to be getting the Pokemon Legends Arceus treatment of like a new regional variant into just a straight up new species evolution. Murkrow, Dunsparce, Girafarig. We've seen the Girafarig, Hoodie Girafarig, growing on me. I thought it was, like, cool when I saw it. I'm like, nah, this is too much of a meme for it to be real. But with all the other information about this really making the leak look real, alright, Girafarig is going to be a thing, and I'm not offended by its existence, and it's funny. So, Dunsparce, according to the leaker, it's not going to fly, but maybe we still get, like, a cool ground dragon thing or something. We really just need to see Dunsparce's final form. Murkrow also getting an evolution, so neat. Honchkrow is already a cool Pokemon, so let's see how they go and just defile a pretty cool Pokemon, since that's kind of the trend of new Pokemon designs lately. Ancient species, Jigglypuff seen it, Amoonguss seen it, and then a convergent species with some R-Fake shenanigan. This is again where there's like a lot of just discussion and argument as to what things could possibly mean. We have Diglett becoming a water type. That's kind of neat. So I'm guessing the whole convergent thing is just kind of like the alpha species from Pokemon TCG, and that it gets like a weird typing and changes a little bit. Also might have something to do with like how, might have a play into the crystal mechanic as well, in some kind of way. So here we have a breakdown as to what this kind of means. Ancient species, Pokemon that traveled from the past and are related to the original one, but have a different name and Pokedex number. We don't know whether they have new typings or evolutions. So yeah, it could just be like the same Pokemon, but effectively just different looking because it's from a different time. Maybe trying to justify the nonsense of Pokemon Legends? I don't know. Convergent species. Small group of new Pokemon look very similar to old Pokemon, completely unrelated to their original counterparts. Pretty much just a recolor for meme reasons. Oh, that's why I thought, yeah, so the convergent species are fakes. I was like, yeah, it's just going to be like some kind of cosmetic thing, but for some reason typing. So yeah, that actually seemed pretty Delta, which is something people have been wanting to see in Pokemon for a while because it exists canonically through the TCG. That's a thing. Also have different typings, names, and Pokedex number. Regarding future species, don't know whether they exist yet. We don't have a leak for them yet, though it's likely they exist. Makes too much sense for an ancient species exclusive to Scarlet and future species exclusive to Violet. So this is also some speculation that came out pretty early, where it's like, yeah, if we have this past future thing going on and there's Pokemon from the past, then that means there should also be Pokemon from the future. And there you go. Regional variant, or not regional variants, version exclusives explained. GG easy. So it seems like a lot of stuff is going on with this game. It also makes sense that if this person was a tester and they were only testing one version of the game, they're not going to see and know all of the exclusives from the other. Technically, though, because like trainer battles and kind of like how you could see all the Pokemon, the Diamond Pearl Pokedex instantly, or like just through a natural playthrough by fighting all the Pokemon, fighting all the trainers. So we're going to see how that plays out. And then update. So apparently some other stuff going on with the leaked regional forms, adding a few more. Pawniard as a new evolution. Mischievous as an ancient species, and Delibird as a future species. But the problem is, I don't know where this part of the leak is coming from. Because this source, he like privates and unprivates and goes dark and is just kind of weird about it, but then also posts something that's like, well, that's either a really good fake and you modeled 7 gym leaders? Wow, okay, you put a lot of work into this if it's fake, and then like showing all the scenery and stuff. It's like, has gameplay footage, has some pretty like good details about the game, but then it's all like scattered and hard to find, then other people steal it and repost it. That's kind of what Centro's doing, but again, there's like no one to credit this to because it is very sensitive NDA breaking material. But now, that's also where, like, the real leaks are getting conflated with Ku's fake leaks, but since people are only doing this for attention, now it's hard to separate fact from fiction, even though calling it fact is a stretch even for, like, the confirmed leaks. So yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Leaks Part 7. The old leaker is back again after feeling his relevance fading away because of the new leaker, but is being vague with a lot of details. Like, the beef between Faker Ku and Centro is silly, and also just kind of, like, proves how much of a fraud Ku is. But at that point, it's like, why are you even covering it unless it's for the attention? Like, Ku's just a fraud. Easy. Done. GG. Stop giving him attention. And then, but the thing is, if you mention Ku, all the idiots out there are like, oh man, Ku speaks. I can't wait to see what's in the new game. So, yeah, like, it's also just the difference that we have one dude that's like, here's images and here's more specific details as to what's going on from what I understand about the game. And then Ku, because he has no information, is just making these vague posts that'll eventually get part of a thing maybe correctly, because when you put a dozen riddles out there, one of them or two of them are going to hit. So the old leaker claims some Pokemon mentioned by the new leaker may be cut and saved for the DLC. Just nonsense. Just throwing out buzzwords and pandering. Because remember when Ku went, I'm going to lie about this to bait Central Pokemon, and then that stuff ended up being in Pokemon Legends? So yeah, Ku just having like an absolute breakdown over this detail, like these details being covered. So you need to complete the Hisui Pokedex to catch Arceus. It will take a long time. Well, you don't need to be a leaker to guess that. And the problem is, it's unpopular. That's not what people want to hear about the god game you are not allowed to criticize, known as Pokemon Legends Arceus. So that can't happen inside of a perfect game like Pokemon Legends. So, as you can see, new stat system, IVs still exist but aren't used to calculate stats anymore, no abilities, no held items, no breeding. Once again, looking at Pokemon Legends and all the information we had officially by this time, because it was the month before the game came out, yeah, okay, we can look at that and see that's very likely. There's also precedent for other games, but that'll make people upset. And Ku, all he's doing is, like, pandering to losers, so you can't have any of that happen. So, Ku was like, I'm going to lie and make up stuff, and that actually gave him more accuracy than his fake leaks, because he's that much of a fraud. So, that's why I just find this whole beef weird, but apparently now he's trying to, like, pander into it and then take control of the narrative from the real leaker. I don't know. And then, like, reconfirming? No, there is no reconfirming when Ku is a liar. So yeah, Tauros, Swooper, only 2 regional forms in the base game. That just doesn't seem correct. Also, the other guy doesn't seem to be, like, hard. Like, there's only 2 regional forms. 3 new dog Pokemon. One of them is the Ghost Dog mentioned by the other leaker. I haven't even heard about the Ghost Dog from the other leaker. So just a lot of also just stuff that's impossible to keep up with. And now the list is getting too long and it's all becoming messy. New Spider Pokemon line. It was teased in the first trailer. My god. It's almost like you could see the net or the web in the first trailer and everyone was already speculating on that. See, like, that doesn't make Ku a leaker. So, Hardcore Queen, and this is what I saw, like, I was like, wait, is he referencing Ku as this old leaker, and because they're just having a pissing contest? Hardcore Queen gets a future species. Stupid nonsense. Imagine if Ku was actually a leaker, and he could have, like, set this up before the real leaker came in, but nah. All it is vagaries, nonsense, and lies to try to, like, hide under the illusion that he has any kind of information. But idiots pick it up, so I guess that's where we're at. And then, because all of this is Ku stuff, it's not even worth my time. And that's kind of where we're at. So, we have a list of Pokemon. After seeing the Giraffe Rig, oh yeah, also Primate, apparently one added in here. After seeing the Giraffe Rig, I'm like, okay, that's alright. But again, now the detail's like so weird and so not quite there. Gotta see a new trailer, gotta see some more reveals, gotta see how this goes into it. But overall, yeah, it's open world Pokemon. All that really needed to happen was any gem order, and then any, like, new species of Pokemon or new Generation 9 Pokemon, stuff like that. It's just gonna be a part of it. I'm mostly looking forward to how they just take all the quality of life, take everything from the Switch era, and make it the best Pokemon game. All the other bells and whistles and weird things on top of that, whatever. So, as this goes on, we're just gonna have to wait for, like, the official reveal. But overall, it's looking in a good direction. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.